Laser!
This PAX update is brought to you by the National Campaign Against Drunk Driving.
What's up guys, Tara here for Destructoid. It is day one of PAX, which means that naturally when the doors opened, I had to make a beeline for the Borderlands 2 booth, and I grabbed the game's producer, Matt Charles, here to talk with me about the game.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm getting kind of deja vu right now because I was talking to you, I think almost a year ago when you guys first showed off Borderlands, and now it's a year later. You guys have gone gold, right?
Yeah, we're totally gold on all platforms now. It's a great feeling.
Are you just coasting now? Because you guys are still working on things like post-launch content and stuff.
Sure. I wouldn't say coasting at all. We're hard at work trying to finish up the Mechromancer. We just announced our season pass plans as well, so we've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we just kind of got our first glimpse of the Mechromancer class today. We'd really only heard about it before, but we got to see the actual skill trees. Tell us a little bit about the skills that she's got.
Oh, sure. So the Mechromancer is a very, very diverse character. It's actually very rich. Personally, I think it's one of the best character skill trees we've ever made. So this is really exciting. You can play it down one tree and be more of a support character. You can do pure damage, or you can buff Death Trap in different ways. We break a lot of our own rules and assumptions that you may have about the skill tree in the Mechromancer skill trees as well. So without giving too much away, you're just gonna have to get your hands on it.
Well, you guys, if I may approach the subject quickly, the girlfriend tree. We've all heard about it. What are your thoughts on that whole situation?
Okay, so I'll try to keep it quick, but to clarify, there's no such thing as a girlfriend tree. We built the Mechromancer to be a very flexible character. It is the most hardcore set of skill trees that we have in the game. So to say it's like easy mode or something, that's just not true at all.
But it is meant to kind of help less experienced players, correct?
So it can be, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of ways to spec the skill tree to play to your strengths or weaknesses. So it can be a little bit easier to jump into if you're not as familiar with the rest of the characters, for example.
So you guys are actually, you said that'll be 60 to 90 days post-launch, or is that changed now?
Yeah, well, we're busting ass, and it may be as early as October. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I love that you guys are introducing more variety in the characters, but that you still have kind of the core classes there. Tell us a little bit about some of the side missions. Today we saw the Terramorphous, which is like a serpent thing.
So he's one of our threshers. He is the king of all threshers, essentially, in this. If you remember Kralmarax from General Knox from the first game, we said, hey, it'd be fun to do another raid boss, right? And so that's one of our side missions. It's an entire raid boss. It's very serious. Do
you guys have a bunch of huge high-level bosses like that in the game?
There's more than just Terramorphous.
Ooh, more than just Terramorphous. Teasing us right now. What have you been really excited about? Because you're the producer, you know about the game more than any of us. So what's your favorite thing?
Oh, I'm really excited we went gold. As for actually playing the game, I cannot wait to just get the game, go home and play it.
Yeah.
And start leveling up my Siren for real.
What's your favorite thing in the game?
The weapon variety. I'm still finding guns that I didn't know existed, which is kind of scary but kind of awesome. So.
Are you guys planning a big arrangement of post-launch DLC for weapons and stuff, as well as quests and characters?
Well, we're trying to figure out what we can do technically. So I can't speak to any specifics at the moment, but our ambitions are always really high. So whatever we can do, we probably will.
I've heard from a few different sources that the game is quite long. Can you comment on that? I heard around 60 hours. Is there any truth to that?
It is very long.
Very long. So we'll be getting our review copies early, right then?
You gotta ask the marketing guy.
All right. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us. Can't wait till the game comes out. September 18th, you guys. That's 2 weeks away, not even. Make sure you subscribe here to Detoid and to our other channel, Red 3 Games. We're gonna be putting videos up from PAX all weekend long. So thanks for watching.
It's Labor Day weekend, which for most of us means fun, sun, and probably some drinking. Fortunately, you can do all that and still be safe. All you need is a designated driver. The police will be out in full force nationwide from August 15th to September 3rd, making the roads safer for the rest of us. So do yourself and others a favor and drive sober. I probably shouldn't have to tell you that drunk driving is one of America's deadliest crimes. In 2010, more than 10,000 people died in crashes involving a driver with a blood alcohol content over the legal limit. That number accounts for 31% of all motor vehicle crash fatalities in 2010, and that's an average of one fatality every 51 minutes. It's just not worth it. Record numbers of law enforcement and highway safety officials across the country will be taking part, and they'll be cracking down on drunk drivers day and night. Do yourself a favor, drive sober or get pulled over.